Hi everyone, welcome back. This is my project pan update number 4. I'm really excited to show you because I've got a few products that I finished up, and I think it's been a pretty successful month since April, pretty successful since last update, let's say, and I've got about 6 new products to add in, and so let's just make a start. So I'll show you first the products that I've completely used up. Do excuse me if I'm moving around a lot, there's a lot of stuff in this video, you probably noticed. So I've managed to get through the Sanctuary Spa Covent Garden Body Scrub. I was right in thinking I just basically had 1 or 2 applications of that. There's a teeny bit at the bottom which won't come out the hole, but I'm not going to cut the packaging open to get to that because the product is effectively useless. I mean, I have used it, but it doesn't scrub worth a dot, so yeah, I'm glad to have that gone. This is the Charles Worthington Shine Salon Finish All Over Gloss Spray. I think I've only just added this in last update. Again, there's a teeny bit there at the bottom, but I cannot get it out because you have to get the spray in an exact spot in the corner where the tube is to get it, so I'm happy to consider that done. I've got it on today. Yeah, it's lovely. It's a lovely product, lovely scent. I like the finish of it. Unfortunately, it's very high in alcohol, so it's very drying for my hair, so for that reason, you know, it's not a favourite, but I've used it up and I'm glad to have it gone. This is the Superdrug Naturally Radiant range SPF 15 Brightening Day Cream. This is the second or third of these I've got through. I highly recommend this range if you have normal skin and you want to have brighter skin and you're on a budget. It's absolutely brilliant. I am moving on from that now. I'm going more towards more hydrating and maybe anti-aging. I'm certainly looking to invest in more high-end skincare products. So it's not something I'm going to be looking at drugstore for skincare. Cleansing, yes, but not for actual moisturising and stuff, but I really enjoyed it. I must have to keep repurchasing it. This is the DECLEOR Harmonie Calm Relaxing Milky Gel Cream for Eyes. I really enjoyed this. I probably never got through an eye cream so fast in my life. So yeah, that's completely gone now, and it was great. I'm using a Body Shop one now, which is like an aloe vera sensitive one, so I'm enjoying that too. But yeah, got through that and that's done. So I'm going to move on to just point out the products that I aim to have finished at last update. I put a little wiggle next to products in the description bar that I aim to have finished for next update, and the products there that didn't get completed and why. I can't believe I nearly forgot about this. I put it to the side to give it a really special mention, and if you're following my project from the start, and if you followed my project last year, you'll know what a big deal this is for me, but I've actually used up I've actually done it. I can't really believe it. I've got it on today, the last application. I've used up my Glazewear Darling Pink, one of the lip glosses. So yeah, I cannot get any more out of that. I've really scraped the sides. There might be, I think there's a tiny bit at the bottom, but the wand doesn't actually reach there. So I've tried like whacking it a few times to try and get some of the product to go onto the wand. So really want to make sure that this has been every last drop, because it's such a big achievement. It sounds so silly saying it out loud, it's a lip gloss, but you know, it's a big achievement. So yeah, I'm really glad to have that gone. So that's a used up product. Okay, so the products that were marked on my last update as wanted to be used up and I haven't quite achieved it are these 4. This Imitate Diamond Heart Primer I can't even mark for you because it's gone into here where there's literally 1 or 2 uses left in here. I'm going to have to bend it over and squeeze what's out in the end, so that is definitely still on the list for wanting to be finished up by next update. And the reason that I've not done that already is just simply because I don't like to use it when I've got SPF on, because that already gives my face such a natural sort of glow that I just don't really want any more natural glow. Also the Clinique Rinse Off Foaming Cleanser. I have cut this in order to get the last bit of product out. And so I'm looking at it and I literally think there's 1 usage left in that, so I have not timed it really well filming this update, but this has been my only opportunity really to film. So if I'd waited 1 more day then this would be considered done, so that's definitely going to be finished by next update. And the reason why it's not already finished is just because of the fact that I don't really like it. It gives you that really squeaky clean finish. Let's bring you down a touch. Yeah, it gives you that really squeaky clean finish, but so your face feels sort of squeaky and stripped, but it's not actually clean. So when you go over with a toner, it's like coloured on the pad. So yeah, I really just don't really like that. So that's why it's not been used up, because I'm not in love with it. So this is my MAC PowerPoint Eye liner pencil in grey utility, and it's still just a nubbin. I've sharpened it for today. That I'm still hoping to have done by next update. I haven't got it on today, but I do wear it almost every day, and it's very slow going progress. I've gone from there to there, so as you can see from all of the lines, it's quite a steady progress, so I'm still confident to have that finished for next update. And then my Flexitol nail and cuticle and nail cream, I'm really enjoying this. But I'd planned to put it on as more of a mask, and I've not really been doing that, but I've still been trying to apply it regularly, and I have been doing so. I'm not going to bother marking it because the marks just come off on this no matter what sort of product I use to mark it. But yeah, I would say I'm about here, so this is going to be finished. It is going to be finished by next update. I feel like I can't say that though, because if I say that, it's going to be like a curse, because of the fact that I was saying that for the lip gloss all this time, and I finally stopped trying with a lip gloss, and then it happened, because I've been really enjoying to use my Revlon lip butter collection since my last update. I've thought I'm just going to take the pressure off me, and I've been enjoying all the different colours of that, and also my NARS Audacious lipsticks, which weren't getting any love, and as I'm sure you know, they're quite pricey, so I've been loving them, and just not focusing on the lip gloss, and then it just happened. So I feel like I'm jinxing myself, but I really hope to get those 4 products finished by next update. 6 products in total I want to have finished by next update. Those 4 and these 2. So this is my Ultra Sun Face SPF 30. I've finally been able to start using it now the sun's come out, although if I'm going out for the day as a family day out, I will put a 50 on, and again, I'm not going to bother to mark that because it just doesn't do well with marking, but I would say I was about here because I've been doing really well using it, so I'm hoping to have that finished by next update, and I think I will. And this is Touche Eclat by YSL. Now I've no idea how much is left in this, but it's taking a lot of clicks to get stuff to come out, so I'm confident as well to get that one used by next update. So now let's move on to the stuff I can show you some progress on. I'll start with this blush, which was a blush I made up from 5 pans out of Makeup Revolution blush palette. I'll insert a picture of where we were last time, and this is where we are this time. I don't want to hold it up too much. No, it's fine. I thought it was going to fall. I've had to repress it because it broke after I put it all together in this pan. It's going really well. As you can see, I've got a side pan there, I've got a side pan that side, so this here and here, and yeah, so that one is going well. I'm obviously not going to have that finished by next update. I've got it on today. Yes, I'm enjoying that, and that's going well. This is the Vitamin E Body Shop Energising Face Mist. Now I haven't taken the plunge to say I want to have this finished by next update, but I think it might be, and if not, it'll definitely be put on the list for next time to be finished by the next update, because I'm around about here. I only like to put this on once a day. I don't really like to sort of spray it on my face throughout the day because it is quite highly fragranced, but I love the scent, so there is that. I'll show you a picture of the last update with my Maybelline tattoo in On and On bronze, and this is where we are now. So I really haven't used this very much at all since last update, so there's not a lot. I haven't looked at the picture yet, but I wouldn't have thought there was a lot of progress left to show on that. I've got my 2 foundations, Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour, over there on my desk, but they're formula, as I'm sure you know from previous updates, it's not the type where you can see progress, so they're still going. But I will say the shade in Ivory, which I've got on today without mixing any porcelain in because I've got a bit of false tan on, that I tried to pump, and a few times it was pumping with nothing coming out, so I think that one might be coming to an end. I mean, it had been on its side for a bit, so it might be that, but I do feel like that one's coming to an end, so hopefully that one won't be around for much longer. This is the Kaolin Brow Gel in Nutmeg. There'll be no progress to show you on there because I've not really been using it. In fact, I regret putting that in because I found that I'm now needing to use the shade Saddle from my Pan That palette, which is the MAC Warm Neutrals palette. I've got that on today. So that is the one product that I really just don't think I've got a hope in hell of finishing, because it really does take so little and it's going down so slowly, and I'm not really going to be using it anymore. So this is my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20. So I'm around about here. So this again, is going to be one of those ones along with the spray, just don't mean to do a spoiler, that is probably going to end up on the list next update to be finished by the following update. And then I've got this Vitamin E Skincare Refreshing Toning Mist. Right, okay, I'm going to make that 6-7. I'm going to have this finished by next update. I've got this much left, so I'm going to commit to having this one finished. And the reason being is because I don't like this on my face. Not that I don't like it on my face, I'll rephrase, I don't like it underneath makeup, but I found a way that I can use this, and I actually think I'm even going to repurchase it. So I've been suffering, it's not an illness, but I've basically got strawberry legs, and I've done a bit of research, and apparently if you scrub your legs, then shave them, then tone them, and then moisturise them every 3 days, it should go away. And that's perfect. That is a perfect toner because you can spray it on your legs, obviously with it being a spray. And so yeah, I think I'm going to use it up that way. Now this should show really good progress. This is my MAC Pro Longwear paint pot in Painterly, and I'll show you a picture from last update. And here we are now. So I've used this every single day except one that I use my makeup, and on that day it was just because I accidentally pumped out a bit too much concealer, which is really easy to do with that concealer. And so I put that over my eyelids, and it just doesn't compare, the concealer to the paint pot. The paint pot is brilliant. So yeah, it's going well with that, and as you can see, it's got quite a good pan showing. The Hourglass palette, Radiant Hourglass Ambient Lighting Wardrobe, it's looking, I'll show you a picture from last time, and this is where we are now. And there's not a lot to see, sorry guys. As you can see, one's quite flat. I have started using a bronzy one on my shoulders and collarbones when now I've got a bit of fake tan on, so I'm hoping to get through it that way, and I'm hoping that I'll get some use out of that on holiday when we go to Menorca at the end of August, because I'm lily white, so for the rest of the year I really can't use that shade. This is the lip liner of In the Nude by Essence number 11. There's no progress, I'm sorry, to show you on that. I'm not going to bother showing you the piece of paper because really it would only be whether or not it's been sharpened to show on that. It wouldn't be a fair progress. I can't really remember. Maybe once I've used that since last update, so that does need a bit more commitment from me. This is the Makeup Revolution, or now just called Revolution, blush palette in Blush Goddess. Previously I've had these two shades in the middle are in the project, and I'll just show you a before picture, even though you won't really be able to see, it is a blush, it's going to be difficult to see progress, but I'll show you a before picture. And this is an after picture, so I'm going to just tilt it so you can see if there's any side pan. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this shade in. Now I know that seems quite ridiculous because I've already got two blushes, to have 3 blushes in the same yearly project, but I don't want to use them up, I just want to hit pan, and I found that the only way I can make this bubblegum pink shade wearable even on my fair skin is to mix it with this orangey shade on the end, this apricot shade. So what I've got on my cheeks today is these two shades mixed together, and I'm going to go back to this one more in the autumn, in sort of winter time. So I'm going to add that as additional pan. This one's quite dark and red, so I'm not sure how much use I can get out of that, but those 3 are going really well. I'm using nothing but those 3 every single time I do my makeup, so that has had a lot of dedication from me. I'm just going to have a little look at my list and make sure I've covered everything. So according to my notes, the only product that I haven't yet spoken about or shown is the Simple Kind to Skin Purifying Cleansing Lotion. The other one is the Darling Pink Lip Gloss, because I've got 2 in the project, but they're the same, and I've shown you one. The other one hasn't been used because I've been using up that one. So this is unusable, so this is going into the thrown pile. Unfortunately, I didn't realise it because it is fragrance free and it doesn't smell, but the consistency I found, I did notice it was a bit different to usual, and I have tried to use this and it broke me out, and I don't really suffer with breakouts, so I can only assume that the product has expired, and so that's going to have to be thrown. So I've mentioned the extra blush that's being added in, but I've got 5 other products being added in, so I'd like to move on once I've finished the SPF 30 onto a 50, especially over summer. So this is the 50+ anti-aging face fluid. I do need help using this up because I have one by DECLEOR, which I obviously is more high-end, works better under makeup, and so this one needs to be pushed to be used because I'm reaching for the DECLEOR one whereas that one's much older. I've also got the Ency Raspberry Fragrance Body Mist. I really need help using that because I never really put body mists on. Then I've got the Garnier Micellar Water Oil Infused. This doesn't work for me on eyes. It makes my eyes a little bit irritated, and I don't really feel like I necessarily need a makeup remover for the rest of my face. I can just take my eye makeup off and wash my face. So if I don't use this up by taking my makeup off, then it's never going to get used. So I need encouragement to use that. Plus it needs shaking. This is the Coconut Nourishing Body Milk by The Body Shop. I've had this since last year and I don't want it to go bad. So this is the perfect time of year and I need to get on with using that. So I'm going to add that in because I need some support and encouragement to use it. And this is the Redken Curvaceous Ringlet Shape Perfecting Lotion. Yeah, I don't really like this, but I paid a lot of money for it, so I want to get it used up. That sounds crazy, but you know, if you're a project planner, you'll understand me. And so yeah, I want to get that used up because it's not my favourite and I keep reaching for other curl creams. So let's have a little look at the numbers together. So we're adding in 6, we're using up 21, we've thrown 7, and we've finished 18 in this project so far. So I hope you're all still plugging away with me and you've got to the end of this video. And let me know in the comments, as I always say, if you're doing any project planning or using anything up, let me know if I'm not already watching it. And I'll see you soon, guys. Bye!